Welcome all of you to Educarebiology. Now I will discuss about the phloem, one kind of permanent complex tissue. Phloem tissue, which is called permanent complex tissue, may be defined as the tissue which is connected to the conduction of food material in plants. So we call phloem is a complex permanent tissue which performs the function of conduction of food materials in plant body. This phloem and xylem together constitute the vascular bundle. This vascular bundle is called conducting tissue or elements. This vascular bundle, which is composed of xylem and phloem, both xylem and phloem originated from the meristematic tissue Procambium stand. In primary phloem, which differentiate from Procambium stand, first and diameter is narrow, is called protoploid. The phloem which differentiate from Procambium stand lateral, and the diameter of the cell, that is the SIVE tube, is more higher than protoxylem, is called metaxylem. A metaploem, not xylem, metaploem, protoploem, metaploem. Next, I will discuss about the component of phloem tissue. First of all, the discoverer of phloem tissue is Nageli, 1858. Greek Pholos, P-H-L-O-O-S. Greek phlos, ortho. Meaning of phlos is bark. Greek phlos means bark. Phloem tissue is also called Wbbse tissue. Next, discover, I have said. Next, components of phloem. Components of phloem. There are 4 components of phloem, 4 different cells. They are found in phloem. First, SIVE tubes. Next, companion cells. Next, phloem parenchyma. Next, phloem fibers. Another cell may be found in phloem in case of gymnosperm and DEVOID, which is called SIVE cells. This is the primitive type of cell components of phloem. Now, I will discuss about SIVE tubes. This is the SIVE tubes. SIVE tubes. SIVE tubes. What is SIVE tube? SIVE tube is elongated tubular structure which is formed end to end joining of sieve tube cells, that is sieve tube composed of sieve tube cells which are joined end to end, joining of sieve tube cells. Of the four types of components of phloem, only phloem fibers are dead, all other are living cells. Next, sieve tubes composed of sieve cells, end to end joining. These sieve cells at maturity devoid of nucleus, but nucleus-less living cell. This is sieve cells. These sieve cells are joined end to end to form sieve tubes. At maturity, sieve tube cells are living but devoid of nucleus. Sieve tube cells have peripheral cytoplasm. At the middle of the sieve tube cells, vacuole is present. Next, adjacent sieve tube cells are joined by the cytoplasmic stand. At the end of sieve tube cells, that is in between two sieve tube cells, there is a plate-like structure, which is called sieve plate. This sieve plate is obliquely placed and perforated by several pores. These pores are called sieve pores. Sieve pores may be simple or compound. This is the sieve pore. This is the sieve plate, sieve pore. Through these sieve pores, adjacent cytoplasmic strands are joined. And through these sieve pores of sieve plate, food materials are transported from one cell to another cell. That is upward, downward, from the storage to the growing region and several other cells of the plant. Next, the cell of sieve tube cells are thin cellulated. So, sieve cells constitutes the sieve tube. This sieve tube is joined to the